Waste to energy is the combustion of waste producing heat and the conversion of that heat into electricity, fuel, and usable heat. It is both a waste management technique and energy producer. Pictured here is Amagerbach, a waste to energy plant in Copenhagen, Denmark, whose roof has been turned into a pseudo-mountain meadow and ski slope, therein promoting the idea that waste to energy is clean enough that you can play on top of it. In comparison to other Project Drawdown solutions that are related to energy and waste management, waste to energy is seen here on the far right. Its impact is quite small in relation to these other solutions. Waste to energy plants are primarily located in Europe, China, and Japan, places with less land available for continued landfill development. In the United States, about 14% of the waste stream is currently diverted to waste to energy facilities. Europe, China, Japan, and the US are among the top producers of waste globally. However, these regions are also recognizing their responsibility as the top developers of technology and systems to manage waste. The process of converting waste to energy is part of the circular economy, which champions a cultural shift in mindset to see waste as holding value. It diverts millions of tons of materials from landfills and reduces energy produced from fossil fuels. According to Project Drawdown, waste to energy has the potential to reduce carbon emissions by 2 to 3 gigatons. This comes from diversion of methane emissions and displacement of electricity and energy produced by fossil fuels. Overall, the energy produced through this technology is not a large part of the market. It's a nice benefit, but not the main driver of the technology. Instead, the focus of waste to energy is on managing waste. It's a solution for open landfill methane emissions, open burning, and health hazards that come from unmanaged excess waste, particularly in underserved areas of the world. Waste to energy itself does not come without its co-harms, however, and there are potential health risks that are associated with contaminants found in bottom ash and fly ash. While it's not a perfect system or technology, when all factors are considered in tandem, waste to energy does emit significantly less emissions than traditional landfills. It reduces waste volume quickly and has a higher energy output per tonnage. There are obstacles, however. Public perception often does not favor this technology, and the system does not address upstream waste production or product design. Lastly, it is expensive, both to build and maintain. The cost to implement waste to energy to a degree that would make an impact on carbon reduction globally is somewhere in the $135 to $150 billion range. By 2050, the return on investment would still be far from lucrative. In Scenario 1 from Project Drawdown, other waste reduction and energy production solutions are still developing, so waste to energy is trying to compensate. One of the major costs is pollution control. Pollution controls need to be maintained and replaced periodically for facilities to remain compliant with environmental standards. New methods of waste to energy are being developed, tested, and slowly implemented. Plasma arc recycling is one example, where materials are heated to extremely hot temperatures but without combustion or burning. Another process, called gasification, uses only carbon-based materials as feedstock and utilizes a combustion process to produce a fuel called syngas, which is used for multiple energy outputs. Lastly, pyrolysis is similar to gasification, but does not introduce oxygen into the system. Instead, there is a catalyst which helps convert polycarbonates into syngas and other byproducts. One company getting recent attention is Inintech, which has a plant here in Oregon. Developed in 1995 at MIT, they use plasma gasification to produce clean fuels and byproducts at their plant near Arlington. All said and done, waste to energy is considered in Project Drawdown as a bridge technology, a solution that meets an urgent need and can lower health risks in critical areas but does not address the more pressing upstream issues of waste production and consumption.